Welcome to this is week 11 of the Grocery Guru with Andrew Grant. Andrew, how are you?
Yes, Happy New Year, Darren. Season's greetings.
Yes, thank you. How was your Christmas?
Yeah, very good, very good. I can't remember what part of lockdown we were in, but yeah, it was a pretty good Christmas despite.
Yes. Then we had the announcement on Monday, but let's ignore that, move straight on to grocery stuff. So I believe the title of the episode you've given us this week is, are there any Christmas turkey leftovers? Which has intrigued me because I knew nothing about what we're going to talk about this week.
Okay, Christmas turkeys leftover maybe was the full title. So it's that time of the year where obviously you get to see who were the winners and the turkeys over Christmas. So the latest Kantar data came out, I think, on Tuesday or maybe Wednesday. Tuesday, I think. Yeah. So here we go, Darren. Which multiple do you think was the best performing over Christmas by a long chalk?
Really? Okay, best multiple. And is this growth
Sorry,
on...
let's say best grosser.
Best grosser, okay. And is this growth on growth or best overall market share?
No, this isn't market share. This is growth in the however many weeks up to Christmas.
Okay, all right. So
12 weeks up to the 27th of December, the country's fastest growing food retailer was?
Oh, I'm going to go Aldi. Now, I'm going to go Aldi because I think they were doing very well. We shopped in their late December or just before Christmas Day, and we found things like prawn rings, which were cracking value. There was something like £3.80 for this prawn ring of 70 prawns.
Okay, so all right, so your answer is Aldi.
It is.
I'll change the question then. Which was the worst performing retailer over Christmas? Because it's the same answer, Darren.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Aldi only showed 6% growth in a market that grew by 11.3.
Wow.
I know, I was shocked for about 5 seconds, but there's a very obvious answer.
All right, so obvious that I don't know it. I can't even reach for it. So let me just understand. So they were 5 points of growth behind the average. Oh.
Behind the average, or when I tell you who the biggest, or when you guess who the biggest grower is, they were 30 odd points behind the biggest grower.
Okay.
So what have we been talking about the last, quite a few of the last 10 Aldi episodes? What's been the biggest change in grocery this year because of the pandemic?
Okay, so we're talking about online shopping, I guess.
Okay, what haven't Aldi got?
Online shopping. Very good point, Andrew. Very good point. I think
absolutely. So I think Aldi have really, really suffered. I mean, you know, if you think the last 3 or 4 years we've expected to see double-digit growth from the likes of Aldi and Lidl. A lot of it because of new stores, obviously, but yeah, worst performing multiple, Aldi, principally, I think, because they haven't got a big online shopping presence. Okay. Lidl, interestingly, managed to show 15% growth, but they did a very big, I think it was spend 40 and save 15. They did a very deep discount coupon promotion.
Right, okay.
During Christmas, which I think obviously saved their bacon, as it were.
Clearly did. Whatever marketing guru came up with that, thumbs up.
Yeah. So you should now be able to guess, based on the Aldi answer, who was the fastest growing retailer? Ocado, yeah, 38 odd % growth. So obviously that M&S tie-up, where they've obviously now sorted out a lot of the early teething troubles, is absolutely rocking and rolling for them.
Cool. I mean, is it true that they are trying to hang on to COVID and stop the vaccinations?
Well, who knows? But yeah, so I think those are probably the two standouts. Your usual suspects all did pretty well. I mean, Tesco 11% growth, Sainsbury's 11% growth, Morrison's 13, Iceland 21, pretty good. So look, a really healthy grocery market. Not surprising, a lot of non-essential retail struggling or not allowed to open. Home delivery just going bananas, and people having to change their their eating plans for Christmas at the last minute. Obviously had to go out and shop differently. I imagine the amount of waste would have been horrific.
Oh, I think it will have been. Just coming back to what you said on Iceland, so they doubled the market growth, and I'm just racking my brain thinking, what did Iceland particularly do? I certainly didn't notice anything in their marketing that would have achieved double growth for Christmas.
I remember, a lot of people, Iceland's customer demographic is probably older and slightly more down market than others. They can't go out and shop every week. They probably just filled their freezer for a month.
Could be, could be.
I mean, yeah, massive generalization, but you imagine Iceland benefiting from people stocking up because of the worries about lockdown.
Let me add another generalization to that. With the economy the way it is, people losing their jobs, unfortunately, redundancies and so on, are people down shopping a bit?
Well, interesting, because on top of those Kantar figures, we're starting to get the Christmas trading statements. We've had Morrison's and Sainsbury's so far. Tesco's is next week. Very much what Morrison's and Sainsbury's are saying in their city updates mirror the Kantar data. So Morrison's 9.3% like for like over Christmas. Sainsbury's 9.3, the same. Morrison's saying champagne sales up 64%, fresh salmon up 40%, their online business up 300%. What other? Yes, and online sales accounting for 13% of all their business, and for Sainsbury's 18% of all their business. So everything we've seen since lockdown 1, sort of all coming together at Christmas, and the big players with home delivery and online cleaning up.
So was that Sainsbury's one in every £5 spent at Sainsbury's is online?
No. So hang on, 18%. Yeah, getting on for 1 in 5. Yeah,
okay.
Near enough.
Oh, wow. And let me make another stonking generalization that may or may not be true. Are we starting to see the population maybe split between those who are financially struggling, maybe they're down trading a bit, moving more into Iceland, those who maybe have more stability but can't go out, can't go to restaurants anymore, stocking up on champagne, fresh salmon, maybe they're moving up a bit in their tiers?
Yeah, obviously, I've got a figure here somewhere. Normally 4 billion is spent out of home over the festive period on drinking in pubs, eating in restaurants, having Christmas parties and what have you. That 4 billion obviously transferred pretty much lock, stock and barrel into those figures for the so that 11% total growth for the multiple market pretty much has come at the expense of your Mitchells and Butlers and your restaurant chains and what have you. And only looking at the news today, I think Mitchells and Butlers, 40 million a month they're burning through just to keep their pub chains closed. It's scary stuff for hospitality.
Well, it's one of those machines that's very big. It operates on an okay margin, but as soon as that margin stops, the costs still keep ramping through, and you're going to burn through it for 3-6 months before you go and struggle.
Yeah. So there we are, snapshot of what Christmas looked like 2020. If you're in supermarket land, you probably had to work exceptionally hard, but you're reaping some pretty good rewards.
So the 3 highlights will be the winner is Ocado of this Christmas.
The winner's definitely Ocado, plus the usual suspects: Tesco, Sainsbury's, Morrison's. Standout is Aldi. I think there'll be a lot of questions being asked in Aldi HQ about those figures.
And the second point is roughly 1 in £5, every £5 spent at Sainsbury's is now online.
Yeah,
another big one. And our third one, what's our third standout for you?
Well, I think it's, we just said that, people, there's this sort of disparity. People went out and indulged themselves if they had the money. But, there's a lot of people seriously struggling out there. You just see the figures, I think, again, a couple of days ago, and the number of food banks and the number of people accessing food banks where, we are massively polarizing between the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah, we are. A lot of people struggling out there. We wish them well. All right. Andrew, until next week, be safe. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.